Let's talk today about the Hollyland Max 2s, the new wireless mics that just came out. These things are a game changer into the wireless industry, wireless mics, and these things have pretty much every feature that you're looking for in a wireless mic. Light, compact, wireless headphones, magnetic clips, internal recording, 32-bit flow. It has everything. So let's dive into what comes in the package and what you actually get inside the package. So this is that carrying case that it actually comes with. Very small and sleek. Let me turn the eye focus off so you guys can see this. So yeah, this is the packaging right here that it comes with. Yeah, right here. Package. This is where everything comes in. This is the actual case that it comes in right here. The transmitter's on me, receiver's on the camera, so you can see. So it's empty, but usually this is how it's packed down. It does have a small separate USB-C receiver that you can use for like phones, computers, and anything that really takes USB-C. So this is great. I already use this actually on the computer, and it works easy, seamlessly. You don't got to do anything to the max. You just plug it in, and it works right away. So perfect. I love it. The actual receivers are these little things, man. Super light. These are probably the lightest ones I felt in all the wireless receivers I've done, and even I want to say it's even lighter than the small button ones that Hollyland makes also. With the magnet attached to the back, yeah, I feel like these are a little bit lighter than this. But that's a whole nother review, but yeah. So this is the receiver. Pretty cool, lightweight. It's a clip here that actually goes up like this, and it's just like with pressure locks down. And then that's how you actually put it on your actual clothes and anywhere you want to mount it on. This right here is not magnetic at all, just to give you a heads up. So not magnetic, it will not stick to anything that's magnet. It does come with a little magnetic clip inside. This is the magnetic clip. So what it does is it slides in, and now you have like this rubber boot on the actual receiver, and then this just magnetized. So that's how you would use it. So you would put this on the back of the shirt and then magnetize this on the front. Not bad. Me personally, I probably wouldn't use this, but if I needed to, I like to know it's there. So you get it in the packaging, which is cool. But I honestly just like the way this thing clips onto shirts, and I like how minimalistic it is, so you don't even notice it. I mean, I wore this all day yesterday, and I forgot I even had it on. So yeah, that's what comes in the package. So let me show you what else comes in this actual bundle that you get. So these are pretty cool. This is something new that I haven't seen any company really do, or any big name brand companies do, and these are wireless earbuds. So you can monitor the audio only when you're using a receiver, the one that goes to the camera. You can monitor it. You can either monitor it by separating the channels between stereo, left and right, and then you can hear one on each side, or you can do mono and you can hear both. So that's cool if you have somebody helping out, or if you got two-man crew and you want to make sure one of you guys pay attention for one audio and the other one pays attention to the other audio, or if you guys just want to make sure that they both mic'd up and you can hear both of them, you can do that. But yeah, cool. I like how this, this whole system works. It's super light, so it doesn't weigh anything, man. It actually weighs less than this, and I thought these would be kind of heavy and bulky, and you wouldn't want to carry these things around, but it's actually super light that I would throw these in my bag. I wouldn't even notice. So yeah, this is really cool the way this works. And another plus on these is that they do not go in the ear. So the way they actually go around is just very simple. They just hang over your ear and they clip on the back of your ear. So that's how you hold them with this piece here, and they just kind of just hang over your ear, so you don't have to actually put these things in your ear. So you can share them with other people, wipe them down if you want. But yeah, show you real quick how they go. So you just put it behind your ear, and I can instantly already start hearing. I'm hearing the mic right now. So yeah, this is what it sounds like. I honestly think it sounds really good. It's got a little bit of a delay, but not to the point where it'll bother you if you're just listening from in here. So that's just because I'm talking so close by, so I can actually hear what I'm saying, and I'm hearing what I'm saying here. But like if you're pretty far away and you're just monitoring the audio, you probably won't even notice at all. But yeah, these things are awesome. I like these. They also come with their own set of lavalier mics. So this is the lavalier mic here. And I tested these compared to my Rode ones that I normally buy, which are these capsule ones right here. You can buy these at Best Buy. These are really pretty popular with Rode right now. The only thing I don't like is look at the capsule head on this compared to the Rode ones. Yeah, they're kind of big. So That's the only thing I really don't like. If these things were a little bit slimmer, I would have, I would have 100% wouldn't, switched over to these because I did a sound quality and they actually sound kind of the same. They're really good. So they're not cheap ones at all. I would use either one of these. The only reason why I would use this one over this one is in certain situations we hide these mics or we'll tape these mics to people's chest, and this is a lot easier to tape to somebody's chest or to tape to their shirt than this is right here. This kind of sticks out and will bulk out a little bit more. Might be a little bit harder to tape on your chest or to tape on a shirt, but it can be done. I just like the Rode ones better, so I'll still hang on to these to get in focus, There we go. Focus, 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 focus. There we go. So you get 2 of these in the actual package, which is cool. So you don't need to buy any of these. These things are so small, right? And you would think, where am I gonna plug this 3.5? Where am I gonna plug it in? It's right here, man. Look, USB-C adapter to 3.5. That's how it works. Still keeps a small footprint, so you can still have that small lightweight footprint. But now you got a 3.5 right here out. Crazy, yo. Whoever thought of this, genius. I like it. Perfect. It's slim. Like you can just throw it on real quick. You can still charge the pocket, I believe. Let me see. Currently charging it, and I'm using it on the pocket. So dope. Just keep in mind that the actual adapter, when you have the this adapter on, the mic doesn't work. So just keep that in mind. If you plan on just leaving this on there, hey, I'll just record with this, I'll just give it to them since you're only gonna clip it on the inside in case you wanna go lavalier. It doesn't work like that. You gotta actually have this piece off so that the receiver can actually work without the 3.5. So this kind of automatically transfers it to 3.5 so when you have this piece on. So just make sure that this is off when you just want to use the mic, and then make sure to bring this whenever you want to 3.5 in. Yeah, and honestly, you got this super compact carrying case that I would just throw everything in there and just don't even think about it. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about how these things actually work. So you can hear it now, what it sounds like right now. There's no processing. I'm not going to do any processing at all. I do want to run you through some of the settings this mic has, so you can control everything on here. Cool thing is, kind of hard to go backwards, yeah, but you can do it on stereo, mono. I like how it says 1 and 2, so you can see the 1 and 2, and then you can see the color coordination. So for purple is 1, for yellow is a 2. You can see how much battery life is on them. If it's recording in 32-bit flow, if the wireless headsets, the wireless earbuds are connected, how much battery is left on the receiver, stereo, and it says it all on there. So a lot of information on here, a lot of good things on this actual receiver. You can adjust the gain right away if you start spinning the dial, and you can actually pick between which one you want to actually adjust. So you got channel modes, which in there you'll find your safety channels, mono, stereo. You got your mic settings on here, which you can either adjust for it to automatically adjust all the settings for you, or you can actually input the gain yourself for each mic, just like you've seen before on the main menu. You got the monitoring here, so you can turn off whether you want the wireless ones to work or you want to plug in some directly into the receiver and not have to use the wireless one. So you can set that up. You got the record setting, the recommended settings here. So this has like preamps already for every camera. So the Sony, Nikon, Canon, Panasonic, they're all in here. You can go in here and actually just pick the preamp that you want. So I got it set on Sony right now, but it just pretty much has set preamps for each one. And you can cycle through the cameras and kind of find like the same generation one that you have. It doesn't have to perfectly match. And then you go over to time code. I'm really not too familiar with time code, so I haven't gone in here, but you got custom shortcuts and then the settings here. So if you go into the actual mic, you can actually format each mic individually, change the gain individually. You can switch between monitoring on the monitor, on the wireless headphones, or the receiver themselves. So this button will always bring you back. It's like a touchscreen, so that's probably the only touchscreen that you have there besides swiping on the screen. So swipe mic options, and you can customize it. So if you want to turn on noise cancellation, you want to mute a mic, or you want to record to the internal, you can do all three from here. And you can customize all of these, so you can change different settings on what you want to do or what you want these 3 quick menus to be. So It's cool how you can customize them. So like I said, these things are super lightweight, super compact. For the price that you're paying for them, $279 I believe is what the price is for the bundle, where you get the wireless headphones and you get the 2 transmitters. They are gonna have a bundle where you get 4 the receivers, but you do not get the wireless earbuds. So you have to pick either between the bundle that comes with the 2 and the wireless earbuds, or the 4, or just the 2 on itself with no wireless earbuds. So for the price $279, that you get all this. You get lavalier mics, you get adapters to plug in the lavaliers, you get wind muffs too, which I didn't talk about, but probably see if I can find one here. The wind muffs for these things are super small and they clip on so easy, man. And that's it, boom. Quick little clip, and they just slide over, and that's it. So here are some things that I found out while I was using the Hollyland Max 2s. And these are some things that you might want to take note of, just in case if you're ever using these things. So the wireless headphones don't work for playback at all. I don't know if it does on other cameras, but on the Sony cameras, I can't hear any of the playback. So if I have the wireless headphones on and I go back to play the clips, you can't hear them at all. So that's one thing you need to know. So if you're trying to like hear back any clips and see how they sound, then you might not be able to hear them from the actual wireless receivers. When you are using the USB-C receiver that plugs into like the phones and the cameras and the computers, you cannot use the wireless earbud. So that's another thing to take in mind. That's really the only 2 things that I've noticed. And then the auto setting for the mics, there's like an auto setting where you can set everything to auto on there. I tried using it. It has low, medium, high. Medium is too low, low is extremely low, and high is just like barely there. And it does this thing where if you're using the 2 channels, it kind of like makes a safety channel even if I don't want it to do so. It makes a safety channel, it puts that one even lower. So it's kind of like when I pick high, it does medium, low for the 2, if it makes any sense, because one of the channels is low. But yeah, I would just put in your gain manually in, because it lets you adjust it all the way to 20 dB. So put in the gain where how you want it. And if you really want to be safe, just record the 32-bit flow into the actual receivers, so that way you have that backup, which I would always do. But yeah, man, these things are awesome, great. I want to compare them to the DJI ones that I have right now. To be honest, just holding these 2 in my hand, this thing is super heavy compared to this. This doesn't weigh anything. It feels cheap because it doesn't weigh anything, but at the same time, you can appreciate how lightweight it is. Here's the DJI and here's the Hollyland. Super light, super thin, doesn't weigh anything. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you. Just ran you through everything that it comes with. You can hear it. This is all coming from it right now. And yeah, let me know if you want to do a review on the DJIs versus these to see what it sounds like. I'm plugging some different mics. Like I said, I got the Rode mics that I use versus the ones that the Hollyland comes with, and see if you rather have these things plugged in to a 3.5 with the lavaliers, or if you rather just use these things bare bone like this and what it sounds like. Cool. Peace.